So apparently, as Steve was driving back home, he started driving a little faster and his fender... Please excuse my hair and general appearance. I went swimming in an inflatable jacuzzi that was set to a low temperature to resemble some sort of summer activity, and then I took a nap. I would have continued taking a nap if I didn't have to wake up to go with my husband, who is about to sell his car for cryptocurrency. Yep, such is my life. It is the weekend, and it is here, and this is our life. What a party! So we're seriously gonna go sell Steve's car so he could buy more crypto because he really believes in certain coins that are about to go up, or they are going up. I don't know, I don't keep up. It's his car, I don't care. It's old, it's like 10 years old, and it has less than 50,000 miles on it, and used cars are going for way more than they should, so it's fine by me. I have to go with him because I have to give him a ride back to our house afterwards, and so I'm gonna vlog the whole journey and you'll be here for it. And this is happening. It's also a plant watering day, just in case anyone wanted to keep going with the party. Stay tuned. Oh my god, cliffhanger, everyone. This plant is gorgeous, by the way. Check it out, check it out, check it out. We're at Carmax now. Here's the goods.
This shit is wild, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty packed.
Crazy. Everyone has the same idea as me.
I guess so. They're all investing in cryptocurrency.
I hate it.
They're all trying to get some woo, huh?
I should have told anybody the news is gonna leak.
The past 8 years of us dating, his car has never looked this good. So I'm glad it's finally looking good now. Are you excited? You have the best wife in the world?
I'm so excited, dude. I'm stoked on this. You know I am.
He's like at Disneyland right now.
I am.
Basically.
I get to get crypto from my car, dude. It's gonna be sick.
Alright, this came in while I was heading out the door, so I'm just gonna read it while I'm waiting for Steve. Alright, we've been here for about 2 hours now. I've been waiting on this guy. I've read through half of my book and played a lot of online app poker.
Well, we got good news, we got bad news.
Okay, great.
The good news is we're gonna leave Carmax.
Oh, great. I like that news.
I think it's really good news. The bad news is that they only offered me 7 G's. And this thing's in good shape, dude. This is a beautiful car.
So,
it's a beautiful vehicle.
If you were to sell it privately, how much is it worth?
Oh, well, right now they're selling the same one on Carvana for like 14.
Dang.
Exactly. So I'm gonna try to get like 12 for it.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
It's just like I didn't want to hassle with it and then like, you know.
Like meet up with someone
people and all
random,
kind of shit,
maybe get swindled.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it, but
damn.
Whatever. This is what their business is. Their job is to undercut you so they can sell it for more. We all get that. Totally understood. I just thought I could at least get 10.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
That's bogus.
Okay, I'll see you back home. I don't get to sell my car for crypto in a video called "He's Selling His Car for Crypto."
That's what it's called, I guess.
We're just a couple.
I guess that's what it's called
we're
now.
just a couple of clickbaiters, aren't we?
You are. You just titled this video.
In a video called "He's Sold His Car for." He's selling his car for crypto. I didn't do it,
everybody.
Can you believe that? And then at the end of the video, you find out he's not selling his car for crypto. Unbelievable.
Is this the end of the video? Damn. You know, that was a pretty short video.
Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of this, and we'll see you guys next time. Jeez, man.
Jeez, man.
Unbelievable.
All right, bye.
I'm still gonna sell it for crypto, by the way. I just now it's gonna take longer, which is very annoying.
All right, so it wasn't clickbait.
It's not clickbait.
It's not clickbait. Stop accusing us.
Huh? Not clickbait.
All right, bye. You see what I have to deal with? So apparently, as Steve was driving back home, he started driving a little faster and his fender popped off of his car. It's like half hanging off. I feel like the universe is trying to tell him not to sell his car for crypto. It's the funniest choice. What happened, baby? Hi.
This seems like bullshit. Like we planned this.
Especially since you were talking about clickbait and stuff.
Exactly. This is insane. So the front bonnet, I just put it in sport mode. I was kicking up to about 70 real quick, and then the front bonnet starts flying up, and this buddy starts flying up like that.
Oh my god.
So it's not. I think it's because I just got it washed, and maybe something happened there, but it's really not like.
You're gonna have to super glue that and get your offer. I think you should take the offer now.
Do you actually?
Yeah, I kinda do.
You kinda do, don't you?
Because any private buyer is gonna inspect that.
Yeah, what the fuck kind of bullshit is this? Yeah, dude.
I mean, even Carmax should have inspected that, but...
I know, right?
Alright, I don't know what you're gonna do about that.
Super glue, like you said, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, super glue it.
Fuck it. Hey, Carmax, you're about to get a lemon, dude.
I'm sure it's an easy fix,
yeah,
but
yeah.
That's hilarious.
Isn't
it was
that
like
crazy?
Flapping in the wind.
Okay.
Alright, well, have fun with that.
Thank you.
Last day of having your car, how do you
Batman's
feel?
at it again, dude. What won't I do for crypto?
Wake up, honey, I made you breakfast. Fresh coffee and bagels too. A new day is waiting for us. We got lots of fun stuff to do.
Hello, good morning, happy Vlogust. So, we only have one car now because my husband sold his car for crypto. I think I've already vlogged about that. So, I had to drop him off at JK today because he's filming a Just Kidding news day, and we only have one car, so I dropped him off. But guess what's 10 minutes away, literally 10 minutes away from the JK studios? Commerce motherfucking Casino. That's right, baby. It is 10:30 in the morning and we are about to do a poker session. A couple of you have asked for more poker vlogs, and to be honest, I don't know if I want to be a poker vlogger. I kind of like poker because I'm getting away from the world. I like to be like completely zoned in on the session. However, I also love watching poker vlogs. I think they're really, really fun. I have some of my favorite poker vloggers. I would love to do a poker vlog, especially like in the style of one of my favorite poker vloggers, just like for funsies. But the other aspect to this is that a lot of casinos don't really let you film your poker sessions unless you have a poker channel, and I could show them my YouTube channels and probably get permission to film. However, when I sit down at the poker tables, because I'm the only female, and especially at the Commerce, the youngest female at the table, I feel like I already have a target on my back when I sit at the table, and then to be filming on top of that feels like I'm putting extra targets on my back. So I don't even know if people would play the same way that they normally play if they saw that. So yeah, it tilts the poker session a little bit, or it could, in my mind, it could do that. I could see that happening. I also am super nervous to ask them for permission. Like, I feel like you have to flex a little bit and go like, look, I'm a person. Look, I have a channel. Look, I'm verified on Twitter. Like, oh, it feels weird. I don't like, it feels like a brag, but I mean, that's how you have to promote yourself. But I've never liked that aspect of the industry. So I have a manager to do that stuff. But anyway, I might try it. We'll see. I'll probably chicken out. Maybe I'll play for an hour and then try it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but if not, I'll definitely recap my favorite hands of the day and let you know what happened. Cause it's Vlogust. Is it Vlogust? Are we doing that? Did I decide that? Did I tell you that? It's Vlogust! So the answer is no, they did not let me film in Commerce Casino, but I also barely tried. I got really scared. I don't know. I went to the front desk and I asked if I could speak to the floor manager. They're like, well, what is it about? And I was like, hey, well, I run a YouTube channel and I noticed that like a lot of poker vloggers have been vlogging casinos around here, but I haven't seen anyone vlog Commerce Casino, and I'd be more than willing to promote Commerce Casino on my YouTube channel if I could just record a few hands. And they were like, absolutely no recording, not whatsoever, none. And I just didn't fight it at all. I'm so terrified of being one of those influencers that thinks they get special rules, like they feel entitled to like special rules. I don't want to ever be that, so I just didn't even push it further. So that being said, this session, oof. I'm going to recap some of the hands. I'm going to recap 2 awesome hands that happened at the very start of the session, and then 2 bad beats that made me go home, and it's just all ends of the spectrum during this session. There's always one dude at the table that's like extra lucky, and we'll get to him. Anyway, This is for those of you who enjoy this. As a preface though, the blinds in all of these scenarios are wrong. I forgot to change them, and also the starting stacks in some of them are wrong. I just didn't input them. But we had all like roughly the same stacks sitting down. So this was at the very, very, very start. Like I just sat down, right? And this is the first hand that I'm dealt. AQ suited. Hell motherfucking yes. And I'm on the button. What? Very cool. Player 8 is under the gun. They fold. This person folds. This person just limps in. Fold, limp. This person raises to 20. Fold. I know I have to 3-bet this. I just sat down though, so my brain was kind of like not in the right space to really know what sizing to make. I didn't know how any of these people played yet. I don't know. Like, I don't know if they're gonna fold to a bet. I have no idea. So I raised to 60. Person folds, this person folds. Both the limpers fold, and player 3 decides to go all in. I have no idea what he could have. He could be a really loose, aggressive player. He could be a really tight player that has only kings or aces in his hands. I have zero clue. But my line of thinking was, I just sat down. You're already short stacked from the beginning because you have $200 buy-in max. You only have 40 big blinds to start. You're gonna have to like make some moves to stack people. So I was like, fuck it, you know, I have equity in this hand. Yeah, I'm gonna go all in. Let's do it. The flop comes to ace-6. I'm like, fuck yes, that's good for me. It's also less of a chance that he has an ace in his hand. Could have aces still, but he also could have an ace-king, which would have me beat. But we got a spade in there, so there's a backdoor flush. Come on, baby. Okay, backdoor flush is gone when the 9 of hearts rolls around. I'm still hopeful. And then there's an 8. Okay, so at this point, you know, if he has, I don't know, ace-9 suited, I guess he could beat me. I don't think he would go all in with an ace-9, though, unless he's super loose. Aces or ace-kings would beat me. Maybe pocket 9s could, if he had that. So my heart is racing, and he ends up flipping over pocket kings. So we win. Hell yeah. First hand at the table, all in session. Adrenaline pumping, doubled our stack immediately. Later in the game, I'd say like maybe 20 minutes later, I'm sitting here in the big blinds with a K8. Not something I would really open raise with, but I'm in the big blind, okay? Under the gun limps. This person folds, folds, folds. Player 1 min raises here from middle position. This person folds, 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 folds to me, and I'm thinking maybe I should fold this, but a min raise when I'm already $4 in. We'll see what happens. I'm feeling frisky. Also, my stack is up because I just doubled that guy, so I call, and the flop comes king, king, king. Holy shit, are we glad we didn't fold that. Unfortunately, the pot is not very big, but I wouldn't have been in the pot if it had been big, so you know, we'll take what we could get here. There's 3 people in the pot still, so I check, and then this person checks, this person checks. The turn comes, it's an ace. I'm like, yes, this is the best possible scenario because someone with an ace in their hand immediately thinks they have a full house. I'm hoping for these 2 players to either have pocket pairs thinking they got a full house or an ace in their hand thinking they just won this pot. So I check again, and this person checks, and player 1 raises to 15. Not a very big raise. I'm kind of torn on what to do here. I feel like if I were to re-raise this, that maybe it would scare him off, and I'm trying to get as much money as possible from these quad kings that I just flopped. So I just call, and this player folds. The river comes, it's a 3. I'm torn on what to do in this situation because if I check and he just checks back because he doesn't have an ace, then we only win $56 in the pot. But if I raise too much and then he folds, then I don't get anything. So I'm very torn on what to do. So I decided to bet the pot since it's not a very big pot for this such a crazy board. I'm really, really, really hoping that he re-raises here. He doesn't though. Ultimately, he just calls and he has an ace-jack. So yes, he did have an ace. He did have a full house. Very smart not to re-raise. We won the pot, which was cool. It was an awesome hand, but also kind of wish the pot was a lot more, but that's fine. Now on to the bad beats. Spoilers, this ended up being a losing session for me because this player to my left sits down, player 7, and he starts wrecking everybody's world at this table. I don't understand how one person could be so statistically lucky, but this guy, like, I watched him go into like 3 all-in pots and crack aces, ace kings. He called an all-in pot with an 8-5 suited and ends up with quad 5s. He took a monster pot down with an 8-5 suited. So this dude has just been wrecking people. It's kind of scary, but we end up with pocket aces. I'm like, fuck yeah. Let's get our money. Player 10 folds, player 1 limps, player 2 limps, player 3 folds, player 4 folds, player 5 limps, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to raise it up. I guess my thinking was, since nobody had raised, that they weren't representing anything strong, so I raised 40. In hindsight, maybe I should have raised more just to make sure to isolate people, but I didn't. Player motherfucking 7 calls. Ugh. Already hate it. This person folds, blinds fold, player 1 also calls, player 2 folds, player 5 folds, the flop comes queen 4-5 rainbow. I'm like, hell yeah, hopefully someone has a queen, thinking they got this. Player 1 checks, I check, player 7 checks, going to the turn, we got a jack, player 1 checks. At this point, I'm like, well, I want to make some money off of this pot, so maybe somebody has a jack or even top pair. I don't know. So I bet half a pot. Player 7 calls, player 1 folds. The river comes, it's an 8 of diamonds. I'm like, well, not a lot of hands on the preflop would have this beat. Maybe a queen jack, maybe a jack 8, but I can't really think of anything else that would have me beat. So I go all in and hope this person has a queen, like a queen king or something like that. And they call, but they do not have a queen king. They have a 4-5 suited. And that seems to be the trend with this person, is that if they have any 2 suited cards, they will just call anything on the preflop. I've seen them call all ins on the preflop with, like I said, an 8-5 suited, and then end up winning. So this person just, whatever they did to rack up such good karma, good for them. So they cracked my aces, they win that pot. A couple hands go by, a couple rebuys go by. Finally get dealt ace king on the button. Yes, great position to be in, great hand. Under the gun folds, they fold, player 1 limps in, player 2 limps, fold, limp. And obviously I'm gonna raise. You'd think I learned my lesson to raise more at this point, but I don't know what my thinking was. I think because I had suffered so many bad beats, I was maybe scared. I don't know why I didn't raise more, but 40, call it a day. And I think you could guess by now that player 7 calls. Just a Coles call-in lucky ass machine, this man. Big blind folds, player 1 calls. This is looking familiar, right? Player 2 folds, player 5 folds. The flop comes 6, jack 3. I feel like I'm still ahead. Maybe somebody has jacks. I'm willing to call anything though. Pretty much anything. Maybe not anything, but pretty much anything. Player 7 checks, player 1 checks. I'm not gonna slow play this, because if there's a flush draw, I just want them to pay for it. So I bet half a pot. Player 7 calls, player 1 folds, the turn comes, it's a king, thank you Jesus. At this point, I'm like, okay, maybe a king jack has me beat, maybe a set of 6s, maybe a set of jacks, but I feel like they would have 3-bet if that were the case on the preflop. But I don't think anything really has me beat. So player 7 checks to me, and I go all in. There's not much I can do. I only have $34 left. So yeah, he calls. The river's not great for us. It's a 9 of spades. Flush draws got there. And guess what this lucky ass motherfucking dude has? A 6-2 suited. That's right. We got beat with a 6-2 suited. Granted, he did have a pair of 6s on the flop. But fucking A, dude. I guess if I were in his position, I would have absolutely called the flop, and I would have called the turn because of the flush draw. but I wouldn't have called pre-flop. Like, a sick, what? Why? Ugh. Maybe because he was in the blinds, he was like, well, I'm already kind of priced in. I don't know, but this guy is so lucky. Why is he so lucky? I hate it. Anyway, it's all fun though. I love the variance in this game. I really do. I am in love with it. I'm sure I wouldn't love it as much if we were playing higher stakes, but hey, there you go. For anyone that wanted more poker vlogs, hope this satisfied you. The like 5 of you that wanted it. I am improving, which is all I care about, but also learning some lessons the hard way. Like, don't be scared to ISO raise on pre-flop. Like, what? I don't know why I thought $40 is a sound, solid, high bet. It's not. Go higher, Nikki. What the hell? So there you go. There's that. We had some good hands. We had some great hands that got cracked, but all in all, it's the love of the game. Thank you. Happy Vlogust to you.
Let's go to the zoo and feed the monkeys. I can lend them your baseball cap. Let's make the day a very